We will only play for dragons, so we can continuously use this anti-engage as our main engage tool. But they had things like the Wukong to follow up on that. With this composition, you kind of need to blow people up very, very quickly. So I think it's going to take a lot of coordination from BLG, which hasn't always been their strong suit.
Split second decision making is going to be critical for both these teams. Both of them do have those resets. Viego one side, Lissandra passive on the other side does a lot of work too. Very excited for this matchup. Should be explosive.
I think T1 at the end of the day showing us something we've seen from a lot of teams. These kind of combos. You have the Wukong, you have so much hard engage. But they're able to do the same as we get into game one here. BLG versus T1.
I have been so hyped for this matchup. The fact that we got BLG beating Gen G yesterday, it feels like BLG are trying to make that mega run like we saw in the LPL, see if they can get all the way back to finals.
I love how everybody's ready for any underdog story after DRX now.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's just, yes, I believe,
Yes,
I believe.
yes, another one. Well, that's the thing, and I think that it's so impressive that in consecutive international tournaments, we've had a team like Finals. Obviously, you know, Bin had the better win record, but Dagda, when you looked into the laning stats, it didn't quite tell the same story.
Yeah, especially when you look towards Bin. He has been... Oh, hang on.
Hold that thought. Dive on the bottom side of Ellie's immediately going to get the setup. That's going to be a kill on Naguma. Now can get the reset. Doesn't have tower aggro either, but is not going to keep the dive going. Huge in the early game from BLG to shut down this bot side combo. They're going to keep the dive. Keria, blinking how far might just fish for the reset. Should! Oh, that's an upsie and one you certainly cannot afford to make. Keria still standing tall, still looking for the outplay. Oh, taking as well! Oh, so damn clean from Keria on the bottom side. At the end of the day, it's a 2 for 2.
Yeah, that tower heating up. Shun knew. Yeah. After he saw that shot come out, he was like, uh-oh, this is going to be bad. He flashes also for it. So
talk about us.
I am well used to LPL games at this stage. I know exactly where I have to shut up, but still need to shut up for this one.
We need a talking stick. All right, we pass it to Dracos now for the dragon fight.
Elk walking over to contest this. There's not really much of an angle, but maybe Shun commits the flash, or at least tries to find the follow-up fight. Only level 4 from Guma. Elk continuing to poke down. Owner making his way out of the pit. They don't want to flip it on the fight. Faker level 6 though. Might just go for the engage. Flash out from on. Now Annie can look for the re-engage with the knockup coming through. Yagao gonna flash out. Shun on the backside. Now looking to turn and burn onto Faker. T1 get the dragon, but it will cost them the life with their mid laner.
Moment they're trying to see if they can jump onto Shun. Yagao covering though.
Shun got a pretty decent XP disadvantage. Level 6 for Owner now coming through. Yagao could just be in trouble. That's the root going in. Remember, he burned the flash in the previous fight. Throwing down the bear early to try to get more space, but Owner now going to follow up. That's one on the Cyclone, making it look easy. Clean pick for T1.
Wukong getting kills. I think everyone at this tournament is almost traumatized at this point with how powerful this champion will get. Brings so much to those team fights. And as you look down here, is starting up Rift Herald, level 6 acquired by Shun off of his jungle though. Faker off of that kill will come over, lend that mid lane support, and since Yagao doesn't have teleport, should be T1 closing, but the bottom lane rotation is first from BLG. Zaya left on bottom side.
And now looking to follow up immediately, going to ult. Objective still alive, but it's going to get picked up in the end. Owner now needs to make his way out. He's got no ult. Goes invisible, tries to find it, but Shun now looking for the follow-up. Take the jungler out of the equation. The recall still trying to get completed. Faker now forced to back away, but here comes Elk. Shun going to find one. Shun going to find the reset. Elk trying to get the chain lightning through to finish off Faker. Can they keep the dive going? Sayas, body slam. Where is it going to go for now? They're being corralled under their tower. T1 got the objective, but they're not going to make it out with their lives. The turn, the fire back is damn clean, but BLG still coming ahead and kills.
Elk only has one button and it's go forward. May have gone a little bit too far forward underneath the tower, but BLG are still able to make it work. Yagao down on this bottom side to cover, but he does have to be careful. That's a lot of damage that can come out very quickly from the spot lane.
Instant engage on the bottom side. The Annie gonna get cut down. The feathers coming back. The root, but not enough to finish Yagao. Yet Gunaway continuing to step forward, taking the towers. Yagao needs to make it out, but again, he is flashless and he is knocked down.
T1, they get the Rift Herald and they get the bottom lane dive. They left Guma on the bottom side to mine turret plates. They get Keria back down there to make the assassination as well. That is huge. A lot of kills there for the chase on BLG though on the top side, and Elk, as he said, spent
a lot of that money. So maybe T1 feel like they have a window to contest here, but no setup. Yagao already covering the angle to the river. It's going to be a tough contest. Owner now walking in, but the objective already gone. Faker claw in, might just want to keep this one going. Can they get Elk out of the fight? But Yagao with the counter engage is huge. That Annie ult, and now the reset coming in for the jungler. The Viego is going to take over the fight, and Yagao is still standing. He goes golden. Bin trying to find his way into the backline, but it is all falling apart. apart for T1 as Shun just tears through on stepping forward. The Lulu empowered by the Annie shield. They're going to keep it going. One more reset for Shun, taking Gumayushi's body, taking his soul, taking the fight in the triple as well.
It's a triple for Shun, and when the chips are down, Yagao manages to come out once more. He had some really clutch charms yesterday, and now in the Annie, he's showing up.
It's so powerful in setting up way before these objectives arrive.
Right now, though, Faker looks to be the one trying to find the second angle on the Shun, but he's unstoppable. He's trying to make it out. They need to burn through the Viego as quickly as they can, denying the resets. Faker finding a reset of his own. The Frozen Brawl not going to find any purchase, but Elk on the backside. Elk untouched for now. Faker going golden. The follow-up should be there from the side of BLG, looking to lock him down. Faker making it out to safety. The Claw getting him out of the fight. T1 finding a clean pick, but Elk debating. Can he keep this going? Can he continue to walk forward? The answer is no. T1 already. Elk still standing. The feathers fly, but they will not find their target as Elk manages to make it out alive.
I love it. People always talk about Elk being the successor to Jackie Love, really keeping you on the edge of your seat there. He barely gets out.
Rush was caught out, so BLG were like, cool, we don't actually need to try and engage onto this or push forward. We can just threaten mid, and the second they do, T1 have to back off, and now it's BLG that have control over the river, and you can see, nice from the observers, how dark it is for T1 to try and move in there.
Dark and an Ocean Rift as well, so extra brushes to worry about. Right now, Yagao looking for the setup. Is just going to try to immediately find two. There's no follow-up, but it will force the ulti out from Guma, give them control of the pit. Zeus, a little bit in no man's land here. Can't just body slam over the wall, but does he have the cooldown waiting as long as he can before he goes over? But they're trying to body block. They're forcing the flash out early. Now T1 taking the space given to them. Over-collapsing on Zeus has given T1 access into the river. But again, Owner fishing for the flank. This time unspotted. This time BLG not sniffing him out. Will it be enough? The Ultra Shock Laser, they know that he's coming. They get the objective, and they might just look to turn onto Owner. Elk still standing for now. Immediately going to look to burn through Owner. Bin on the backside, fishing for a stun, but he won't find much. Faker now trying to re-engage onto Elk, but the cleanse is there. Faker now going to be in trouble with the stun, but there is no follow-up. Elk for now uncontested. Guma uncontested. Both 80 carries doing everything they can to try to shift the fate of their teams, but it has been looking for the stun. It has been into the back line to break down Guma, but Guma says not today with Carrier beside him. He defies death, and it is Elk in trouble, but he fires back as well. On the edge of madness, on the edge of insanity, they finally kill the 80 carry of BLG.
Oh, these 80 carries cutting down members mid-air as they're flying right to their faces, and in the end, with this Lissandra with flash.
They just saw the two resets coming through from Elk and On, which is why T1 now very aggressively moving in, even going down potentially towards his bottom side to see the Jacks, but they're happy to step it up. They know the Elk and On aren't in a position here.
Bin starting to hover in, Shun in the darkness, the mist, trying to find an angle into the pit. Trinket's now coming out. They've got a decent idea of the health bar. Ultra Shock Laser coming in as well. He's trying to steal it, but Kuma able to grab it. Clean Dragon for the side of T1. They're not going to try to force the fight. They'll just walk away, happy to have the prize for free.
And now they get Dragon the spec to come up. That's going to be sold for T1, and they're going to try and force themselves over towards that objective. Faker again, acting as that split push roll on bot side, and it's BLG who are like, cool, let's see if we can burn that teleport from Faker.
Now looking to burn it down. They've already started the objective. Carrier throwing the control ward over the wall. They're going to cut through that one, deny as much vision as they can to T1. Yagao on the flank, immediately going to find the stun. Bin with the follow-up. Going to try to cut him down before any CC can be used. That's Zeus deleted. The Gragas body stolen. The shutdown coming through. BLG priority access to the pit, but Owner still waiting over the wall. Shun, will he go over? Will they keep this one going? Bin looking for an opportunity to reset. He lost a decent amount of health. BLG, eyes on the prize, eyes on the Baron. Debating if this is an option for them. T1 ready to contest this 4v5. Bin isolated onto the side. Charm coming out. Flash out to safety. Isolating the Jacks. Now it's a 4v4. 3K getting lower. It's a 50-50. They're going to flip it. They're going a little bit deeper. Owner being isolated. Owner being knocked away. Elk untouched on the backside. Baron getting lower and lower. Owner just wants to burn through the Baron. Owner just wants to get out, and he's going to take it. He steals it. He does not care for the fight. He wants the objective. Carrier and Guma on the retreat. Bin going golden. Buys a moment. BLG have to re-engage. BLG have to take these Barons away from T1. Elk running forward. Guma gonna find the stairs onto two, just desperate to disengage. Will give his life so the remaining members of his team can escape. It is a heist for the side of T1, but they walk away with the Baron.
The chase is still on though. The cops are still on the way, but BLG will be thwarted. They will just back away. They will get several of those kills. They will get the third Dragon, but T1 managed to steal that Baron so well.
38 minutes, everything is up. Every cooldown, every option, every tool. It's all just about who can execute better. Faker throwing out the claw, fishing to get any kind of cooldown, any kind of advantages. Elk just starts to lay down a little bit of poke here.
And he can afford to be really aggressive. He's got double shields on his team, the Lulu shields, the Annie shields, and the triple cleanses. So he can be very aggressive on this Zeri, trying to get health chunks on people. He's going to do He's going to be the one leeching the dragon.
Owner on the flank, trying to get over the wall. Yagao looking for the engage, just trying to take Zeus out of the exchange. Zeus still standing strong. The steal! The Ocean Soul owner does it again! Masterclass, the heist coming through, and BLG now desperate, trying to force a fight, trying to get T1 out of this map.
Owner! He knew what he was doing all along with that Baron. He steals the Baron, he comes in, he steals the dragon.
T1 hugely favored in the fight now. Ocean Soul massive against a lot of this upfront damage. Yagao burned a lot of his abilities already. They're looking to lock down Zeus, but Zeus just healing up, healing through it. Elk untouched on the backside for now. Keep your eyes on the 80 carry. The knockback only into the wall, not into the waiting arms of the rest of the team. Faker stunned. Faker about to fall. Will fall as he comes out of this one. Not a lot of tools left. He's going to use the second stopwatch effect to try to live as long as possible. Off on the side is Elk, but he's split from the rest of the team. The shutdown coming through. The reset now coming through. T1 taking the fight, taking the soul, and looking to grab the Baron as well.
Kuma's positioning in that fight was so damn good. He was over the wall. You could see that Bin was trying to get access to him, but always had the members of T1 beside him. And now T1 onto the Baron. Elk trying to step up, but there's just no way in. T1 steal Baron, steal Dragon, and now get a Baron for themselves as well.
But they have that dog in them as well.
Yep.
Let's see if they still can repel this T1 fight, because now they're coming with Ocean Soul, that big advantage, and they're slowly taking away the secondary turrets first.
Owner going over the wall, immediately coming right back. Just getting it a bit of poke here, knowing it'll stick that much more effectively given that they have Ocean Soul on their side. Yao waiting, the angle coming in. Owner trying to find a way into the backline. Carrier ready to fall. They're taking their time. They're delaying the re-engage. Carrier trying to find the angle, but now BLG fighting their way back out. How they overcommitted. The TP now coming in under the anti-bear. Owner getting cut down. The Ocean Soul not enough. The reset's coming in. The stolen Wukong is all eyes on Guma. Guma, can he do it? But it's Elk getting rooted up, and Elk tearing through the team. If you give BLG an inch, they will take everything from you. Elk, 3 kills in the fight.
BLG refused to go down. Elk steps up, says Gumayushi, what you got? And the feathers miss by an inch. BLG, they might have just done it.
Incredible push down the mid lane. They found the fight. The reset coming in for Faker. The death timer's too damn long. A single cannon creep will be enough to allow them to break open the base. Faker going to do everything he can to clear that one away. No big objectives on the map. Yes, they have won the fight, but if they do not end the game, it will not mean a damn thing. The wave coming in. Faker has to give his life to clear this wave if he wants to keep the hopes alive here in game 1. 5 seconds on Carrier, getting lower, 9 seconds. Faker, eyes on the prize, looking to clear the wave. Shun now locked up. Can they find the kill onto Faker before the fight kicks off? Carrier ready to reset, ready to find the CC to protect his mid laner. T1 holding on, but the re-engage is there. Elk gonna grab another 2 with his owner onto the backside, but Bin has his eyes on the prize, his eyes on the Nexus as T1, as BLG will take the first game.
Oh, they've got that dog in them.